Yes, welcome back to the Call of the Netherdeep, everybody. It's nice to be with you again. Wow, last week you managed to successfully win become the champions of the Festival of Merit, so that was a good thing. And you did find a rather interesting amulet as well that has strong connections to the Moonweaver, and it seems the Calamity as well. And you learned it was a vestige of divergence. And Laura thought it was this is great. This is a sign that I'm doing everything right. But then it was promptly stolen. Worse yet, I don't think you worked out. Oh, no, you did work out who stole it. You didn't know at the time, but you got a strong suspicion. It was these people around here on the title screen of the main page. Coincidence? Probably not. And then you were headed off onto the road to Buzzozan to learn more about this vestige that you don't have. And I think we ended last time with you guys camping out on the road to Buzzozan one more time, for the first time, and you looked up, and Catha was big, bright, and white, and there was a little slither of the second moon of Exandria, Ruidius, just a little sliver. Then all of a sudden, boom, the so-called moon of ill omen flared red, and you've heard stories about people almost being cursed when they're born under the light of the full moon of Ruidius. So you didn't take it as a good sign, and worse yet, where you wake up the next morning, which is where we think we're starting up today. As I get you across to the first map. You wake up after your watch and after everybody's got a sufficiently long rest, but something's not quite right. Like you're preparing you're packing up your backpack, getting ready to put your bedroll a day, and Alora drops her plate, and she's usually really good with that. And Gaze stumbles over and trips over his own feet, and Rourke and Kipper and everybody else has similar things. Just things not going quite right. Like you pack your backpack up and you realize, oh man, I did it wrong. I should have put that in first, otherwise this isn't going to fit. And everything just feels a little off. Not feeling good. And mechanically, anytime you roll a d20 until told otherwise, it's at disadvantage. Attack rolls, saving throws, ability checks, everything is at disadvantage. So, the Nevermore, what would you like to do?
Well, I want to continue on as fast as I can, try and catch up with this other group.
Yeah, I think we should proceed at and I got a bad feeling. Maybe we should just go at a normal pace. It feels like a weird day.
I mean,
Rourke wonders aloud if his pants are on backwards because it just doesn't feel right.
Where's your flap at?
What flap?
Oh.
Man, well, Alora wants to go as fast as possible, but if the rest of the group doesn't, that's what we'll do.
I think we should go fast. We can't catch them if we go slow.
Can't do anything if we're too wore out to do anything when we find them, if we find them.
We also don't really know, like, if he was working by himself or if they were all kind of part of the group. We might not want to, like, let them know that, we know. I don't know. I'm not sure how we should play it.
I just want to get it back. I'm really angry. So, if you guys want to be sneaky about it, that's your prerogative, but she's probably not. She's gonna confront them head on.
I can see this is important to you. You know, you would back us if something was important to us, so I'm going to back your play.
No, yeah, absolutely. All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna walk by myself.
Press on then.
If anybody's proficient in survival, can you make me a survival check, please?
Not proficient.
Yep, so only proficient people. If there are, okay, so Mist, Rourke. So, as you're debating fast, it sounds as if you're going to traveling at a fast pace. You figure, normally, if you basically follow the Emerald Loop down like this, and then cut across to Bazozan, assuming no delays, at a normal pace, it will take you maybe about 12 days. But if you've got a fast pace, you're going to shave about 3 days off that time. So given that information, would you still like to travel at a fast pace?
I would.
Oh yes, technically they should have been at disadvantage, but I'll let that one slide. But yes, you're right, that should have been at disadvantage thanks to the what happened with the Rubidius, which is still striking you as weird. Okay, so you start off and you start heading down the Emerald Loop. Can Alora please roll me a d8? A 7. Interesting. Let me just... So you're wandering along. You don't see any Aurora Watch patrols or anything like that. But what you do see up ahead on the path, despite you all guys all being a little bit off, you spy something up ahead. You notice the body of a dead horse. Maybe more. And you think you might see some bodies as well. What do you do?
Can we tell anything about the bodies from where we were?
You can tell that they're not moving.
But we can't recognize their dressing or.
Not from distance, no.
I'd like to sneakily walk up there.
Okay, make me a stealth check at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm going to cast.
Guidance.
Okay, pass without a trace. Okay.
Like I said.
Mm-hmm. I put your guidance on top of that.
I guided you, yes.
Yeah. So, despite the curse of Ruidius, and might sound like a tall tale to anybody outside of Exandria, but you would personally all know of people born under the full sign of Ruidius, and they're just a little bit off, shall we say. But Mist, despite the curse that you're under, you approach and you get about 50 feet away from whatever this is. And what you see is, you count it, 1, 2, 3, about 12 people. They're not moving. You see blood around them. And some dead horses as well. But even more off-putting, I imagine, to Mist, you see this big pile of almost looks like tar, just about 20 feet in diameter, just sitting there, and you swear you can just see it almost blub, blub, bubble a little bit. And that's what you see. What do you do?
Gonna take note of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the group? Like, how far forward did I go? I think?
Let's say you're about 30 feet away, and they're about another 100 or so feet behind you.
I'm just gonna make note and return. Yes, there's like a. Did they look like humans, or was it? Could I tell?
They weren't all humans. There was some drow in there as well. Maybe some half-orcs, maybe a bugbear as well, like your old bud.
Yeah, there's seems like maybe about a dozen people up there, but there's blood everywhere. I don't know if they're alive or not. But there is a large, like oil? An ooze maybe? That was quite a, I don't know, it's very strange looking up there also.
Right. Well, we should definitely be careful of the ooze, but if there's any still alive, I would like to try and help. I know you said you didn't know, so...
Yeah, there's quite a bit of blood, but maybe some of them are still alive. We should approach cautiously, I think.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, so you all approach cautiously, like rushing in like a bunch of crazy people, but you approach, and this is the scene that you see. You see, like, multiple dead horses. The horses are very obviously dead. The humans, I'm not so sure about, but you could have a closer look if you want.
Yeah, the first body, probably the one that's not as close to the ooze. I'm gonna run up to and check if they are
Okay,
still
so
alive.
this one? Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Make me a medicine check, Alora.
Gee.
Oh, thank you for rolling at disadvantage. You get closer and you look at this creature.
It's for my pass. Bill. It's a little bright.
Maybe not so bright, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tone it down a little bit.
And, well, firstly, even without a roll, you could have told that's very obviously dead. And you look closer to it, and it looks like some type of creature has killed it. You don't think it's swords, you don't think it's arrows or anything like that. You notice massive bite marks around this female drow's side. It's like a chunk taken off. And then you look at her legs, and her legs look as if they've been crushed. Like, not just, like, not a piercing wound, so it could have been, it indicates like maybe a maul would do or something like that. Doesn't make sense that something would bite with a maul, but you're not sure.
All right. I'll take a, well, not physically closer, but I'm gonna look around and see if all of the other bodies nearby look similar.
Yeah, I want to check out one of the horses, this horse down here, if possible.
Okay. Well, first of all, can you guys hear the music coming through okay?
No.
No. Okay, let me just reset that. It's a bad habit of doing this. Better?
Good.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Gaze coming up to one of the horses. Make me. You can choose medicine or animal handling. At disadvantage.
It's still not too bad.
It's not too bad at all. From what Alora was telling you, the horses have died very similarly. Maybe a 5 foot bite, like the mouth of whatever this jaws is, basically when they clamp down onto this horse. And you notice similar wounds as well, or more like crushing wounds as well. As you skirt around and look, Laura, can you make me an investigation check, please?
Sure thing.
Oh, that's bad.
You look around looking for something. You don't really find it. Maybe looking for guidance from the Moonweaver. You look up into the sky and you see something up in the sky. And you hear this horrible screeching sound. It's
I don't
way
like the
up
sound
in
of
the air though. It's about 300 feet above you. And it's kind of circling like in the same way that a vulture would. Just zoom, zoom, zoom around.
Guys, there's something up above us. We should just be prepared in case this might be what hurt them.
Yeah, I don't like. That doesn't sound very friendly.
That's gonna draw stuff over here.
I think everybody here is dead.
Does it look like it saw us?
You don't know. What you do know is it's circling around where you are. Like you're doing a loop around the horses, around the dead people, around whatever this oozy stuff is over here.
Can we
suspect
see
it sees
where,
you.
We can hide.
Well, unfortunately not. I mean, you're out on the open road of Bazozan. It's almost like it's a deserted wasteland, right? There's shrubs. There's nothing really you could hide behind.
This ooze, does it look like a creature or does it just look like a tar pit?
Would you like to get a little... Well, you can't tell from there. If you want to get a little closer, I can tell you.
I'll get a tiny bit closer, but not a lot closer.
Hey, wait a second.
We'll keep the aura even here.
And I tell from there.
Make me a nature or an arcana check, Allura. Your choice.
Oh, they're both the same. Not great. Oh, that was
Ooh.
nice.
That's pretty good. Almost a natural 20, but them's the breaks. So you kind of get down on your haunches and look a little bit closer at this thing. And as Mist pointed out before, bloop, bloop, it bubbles a little bit. And when you peer a little closer and you swear that you see an arm kind of poking out of it, like a human arm, but a arm, it's a huge limb, and it's covered in black fur and claws, and you see it just resting on top of that. And you look somewhere else, and there's a leg, it looks like, with this massive gorilla-like foot. And you think back, and it kind of comes together. You've heard of these creatures called the Udak. Now, Udak... Lee runs away.
You don't know this myth, but I haven't said anything.
I know.
So you know these are like ape-like demons. Massive things, huge, much taller than even Rourke. And they've been known to prowl the waste of Jorha since the Calamity. But you also know that they're having problems in Bazozan with trying to keep demons and devils at bay there. So you're not sure if this was one of the ones who's been wandering around since the Calamity, or whether it's escaped from Bazozan. But you're pretty sure it's an Udak.
Guys, yeah, we should avoid that. That's bad. That's a demon. We should go.
Yeah, I won't argue with that.
Wait, the ooze is a demon?
The tar, yeah, that's a ape demon. It's not good.
So, like,
directly
the
away
rest
from
of us can see those appendages also?
Yep. Now that Laura
Oh,
points it
yeah.
out.
Well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah, we can press on.
You hear the screech again, and whatever this creature is starts dive bombing towards you. You have a round or so to do whatever you like. What would you like to do?
Quick, everybody stay dead.
I'm gonna activate my channel divinity, my
Okay.
Twilight Sanctuary,
Mm-hmm.
and bonus action, I'm gonna put out a spiritual weapon.
Okay. What's the range of your aura? Your thingamajig? What is it? 30?
30 feet, yeah.
Okay, so we'll have one of those. I think pass without a trace isn't really going to matter, Gaze, so let's just take that off for now.
Yeah, I'll drop that.
I got it. Now, I know I made you this nifty spiritual weapon token. So feel free to use that if you like.
Right, I'm gonna put it straight above me, 60 feet, so that it'll be right wherever the beastie is. I'm not sure how far away the beast is.
It's going to be here at the end of your turn. But you can place your spiritual weapon up there and have it take a swipe as it goes past. If it goes past, it might just go around it, of course.
Well, in that case, I'll just put it about 10 feet above my head.
Okay, so there it is. Place it where you like.
Just put it here.
Okay, so get your sanctuary going. Vroom, spiritual weapon comes out with the form of the bow. Rourke, what are you doing to prepare?
Everybody
Yeah,
gets 6
stretching.
temporary HP.
Okay, don't forget your temp HP. So Rourke.
Just stretching, kind of getting ready for a fight.
Okay, cool. Mist.
Well, there's nowhere to hide, right?
No, it's a barren wasteland.
Alright, I will dodge.
Dodge. Oh, that's a good idea. So Mist takes the dodge action. And Kipper. Muted Kipper.
Awesome. I will walk underneath Rourke because I think I'm small and I can do that.
Sure.
And I will hold my action for the moment the vulture gets in my range. I will fairy fire it.
What's the range for Fury Fire?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, and finally, Gaze.
I activated the dragon starry form. So
Oh, okay.
It just gives me advantage on if I need to make a concentration save.
Okay, excellent. So as you all get ready, this thing starts descending. I'll give you some art of what it looks like.
I don't like it.
Oh, look at that. It's pleasant. I'm sure its mother loves it.
Doubtful.
And as it descends down on you, you'll have your prepared actions. Time to roll for initiative.
Yep. That's advantage for me.
But
So
it'll
it's a
be
straight
flat.
roll.
Straight roll.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody else disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Could be worse.
Oh.
I guess.
I didn't select myself. I'll re-roll and change it.
Turn that down just a bit.
That's appropriate music for rock.
Isn't it just?
It is, yeah.
Okay, let's get this going. Should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wow, Alora. Despite you rolling a straight roll, thanks to the clarity thingamajig, as this creature dive bombs towards you. What do you do? It's we'll say it's we'll say it's actually we'll have some prepared actions first. Gaze, who's casting Fury Fire?
Me. Keep
Okay, Kipper, what's the DC?
It's I think 13 right now.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a wisdom saving throw, I'm guessing.
I think it's a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Yes.
it's dexterity. Okay.
Okay.
And let me just double check something. Okay. So dexterity saving throw. It has advantage of these. So the fairy fire poof, blasts away, and it just whoosh, zooms right through it. It is not illuminated by your fairy fire, so that would be a success on its part.
Alright.
Okay, so that's your fairy fire, but a bush does go off, and I don't think anybody else was technically had any prepared actions. So now we just continue normally. Alora, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna send my spiritual weapon over to the creature and try to hit it with my bonus action.
It's 60 feet up in the air.
Oh, it's 60 feet up?
Yep.
Well, I thought you said that it was gonna be at us the next round. Otherwise, I was gonna put the spiritual weapon 60 feet up.
Okay. I didn't explain that very well. So 60 feet is when the spiritual weapon went off. So sure, you can have attack with your spiritual weapon, having placed it higher before. So yep, take a swipe.
Beautiful.
Still at
Yes.
disadvantage.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so your bow winds up and takes a swing and it just dodges it and continues its descent. That's your bonus action.
Yes. So for my action, I am going to do command, cast command,
Yep.
and it's a DC 14 wisdom save.
And what's the command?
The command is grovel.
Grovel. Okay. And wisdom save 14. You see it for a second, its wings start to fall and looks like it's about to land and fall at your feet. Then it pushes through and continues its descent. That was a 15.
All right, and then I'm gonna. Three. Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Okay, Kipper, you see the spells you're firing, the command, the fury fire just boosh going wide of this creature. What do you do?
Yeah, you might. You will.
It's now 9 HP for a temper.
Keeper will. Oh. It's gonna kind of quickly climb Rourke and chug. He's gonna pull a potion from his inventory and he's gonna force it down his throat. As he gives him a potion of swiftness that he crafted with his experimental elixir.
Nice. And what does that do?
It increases his speed by 10 feet for 1 hour.
Okay. So that's an action to feed it to someone else. So as you're on the shoulders.
Yeah, and I'm still like dropping back down to where I was.
Okay. And I assume you're okay with this, Rourke?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, so extra 10 feet of movement for an hour. Missed! Creature's rapidly descending. It's about to land. What do you do?
Alright, I will... I think I will attack with my... pull out my hand crossbow
Sure.
and shoot at it.
Yep, disadvantage for numerous reasons.
Well, I have sharpshooter, so that disadvantage doesn't count, but the
But
other
you-
disadvantage counts.
So sharpshooter gives you advantage?
No, it takes away the,
Disadvantage.
yeah. No,
For the range?
the range, yeah.
Yeah, but you're at disadvantage because of the curse of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Viridius
yeah.
Mood. So, but regardless, you aim your hand crossbow, take a shot, just flies wide. Off into the...
And after that shot happens, like this psychic dagger appears in my offhand, and I'll throw that.
Sure. Take careful aim with your offhand and actually that hits. Roll damage. 16. 10. 10. Yeah, but the dagger flies and digs deep into this thing. Okay.
That's... Maybe I'll move back a little. That's my turn.
Continues its down.
Remember 9 temp HP.
Yep.
Got it.
Comes down and it doesn't actually land. Lands about 10 feet off the ground. And you see it take a deep breath and let out this horrible, horrible screeching sound. And you all, as a reflex, try and cover your ears. Can I have everybody please make me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage? Gaze. Nope. Miss. Nope. Alora, yes. Oh, well, look at that. So, Alora, you're the only one who's not affected by it. The rest of you hold your hands to your ears, and the splitting sound is terrible. And you're just swaying there almost in absolute agony, unable to defend yourself. It's truly horrendous. That's the point I'm trying to get here. And Rourke, you're underneath there. We'll just say you're on top of Rourke, okay, Kipper, but we'll just keep you to the side there.
Okay.
Just to make it...
Yeah.
Just to make... I'll put different tokens of different people. But regardless, you see everybody just grab the head of Laura and start shaking back and forth. They are a mess. Mechanically, you are stunned. And then 1 to 2 it lands next to Gaze. And then a poof lands next to Gaze. And you watch in horror as Gaze is despite the crack that this creature has landed right next to it. Rourke, unless you give me a reason why you can do something while stunned, you let me know.
I have no reason why I can do anything.
Okay, Gaze. Same thing. Unless you can give me a reason why you can do something while stunned, let me know.
No, I got nothing.
Okay, Alora. Creatures lands. Boom. It's got its eyes on
Is it on the
Gaze.
ground?
It is on the ground.
Right, then for my action, I'm... No idea if it'll work, but I'm going to use Entangle. I'm going to cast Entangle.
Ooh, okay. So I believe Entangle first is a strength check.
Yes.
DC 14.
And I'm going to put it so it's just the creature.
It's a
In
20
that
foot, 20 foot
square.
square, right? Yeah. Yeah, so place that where you think it should be. Okay, so so at the very least, that's difficult terrain as the vines of the entangle spell like grow up out of the ground. Now, as the roots and stuff goes, it grabs hold of the Vrok's feet and kind of flaps its wing a few times, and then 1 vine, 2 vines, 3 vines, snap, 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 snap. It rolled exactly a 14, so it escapes the entangled spell.
All right. Bonus action. I'm just going to bring my spiritual weapon as close as I can. It can only move 20 feet, so I think it's still about 20 feet away.
Sure. So it starts descending towards it, but you're right, it's not going to have time to get there. Just staying there, Alora?
I'm going to move... there.
Okay. Actually, wait 1 second.
And let me re-roll the temp HP again.
Sure.
So if you have less than 8 at the end of your next turn, then you will have it.
Okay, so yep, your sanctuary thingamajig goes off, and as you're watching in horror as this thing lands behind the gaze, this little creature pops up kind of behind you. And it's not that it just snuck up on you. It looks at what it was. You didn't see it at all, and then boop, pops into existence and says, which and if you speak Abyssal, I'll tell you what that says. Does anybody speak Abyssal?
No, I do not.
Okay, so make me a wisdom saving throw, please, at disadvantage.
Yep.
Actually, it's up over here. Oh! So this thing goes, ah! Almost coming out of that to surprise you, but you stand strong, and whatever would be the effect of doing that doesn't come off. Okay, so that's its turn. Kipper, got any magical non-being stunned abilities?
Nope.
Mist, same for you, I assume.
Nope.
Okay.
Forget tip hit points.
Yep, tip hit points. That might be important. Because 2 more.
I mean, you should all have 9 anyways. And you only get the new ones at the end of your turn. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. These 2 little creatures, once again, you're conscious, even though you're stunned, and it's just bloop, bloop. They pop into existence, and they don't scream at you, but they cackle as they attack you with their claws attacks at advantage because you are stunned. And Mist AC is... Mist is 15?
16.
16 now. Okay, so the first one... You are powerless to defend it, but your armor comes through just in time. But the second one absolutely hits with a 21. So take 5 piercing and 6 poison and make me a con save. At disadvantage. Oh, even in your stunned state, you do some cool shit and you just push whatever poisonous is out of your body. And then the creatures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kind of hit you and then back away. You don't get an attack of opportunity because you are stunned. So that's their turn. Now, gaze. You look in horror, powerless to do anything, as this creature has stunned you. And it reaches and attacks you with its beak at advantage, rolling a dirty 20 for 8 points of piercing damage. And then it kind of picks you up on its beak, and as it's got to there, it starts raking its claws across you, kind of scratching its own face at the time. It's going to attack you with the talons at advantage. Rolling a 24. And, whoops. And, yeah, that does 13 points of damage as it just... And then it rises up in the air. We'll say 50 feet. Just woof, woof, on powerful wings and rises up in the air. Rourke. Actually, everybody is no longer stunned. Rourke, what would you like to do?
It's 50 feet up in the air.
Yep.
Ready in action to attack it if it comes close, and kind of stand protectively over Kippa.
Okay. So right here, if it gets within melee range, you're going to unleash hell. Okay. Got it. Gaze, having been wrecked by this creature, what would you like to do?
to give him a whack.
It's up in the air.
Yeah.
It's 50 feet up in the air. You're not right next to it.
Oh, I thought he like flew up with me in his mouth.
Oh, that would have been a good idea, but that is not what it did.
Oh, no, okay.
Good suggestion, though.
No, okay. No, okay. I will call down my
Moonbeam?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a 10-foot radius.
5-foot radius.
5-foot radius.
5-foot radius, 10-foot diameter.
Yeah, so
Oh, it's 40 feet high, but yeah, I'll just keep it wherever he is. If he... Just do it right there.
okay, so it's right underneath it, but it doesn't quite stretch high enough, right? But if it descends into it,
Yeah,
we'll
it's
let
40 foot high cylinder.
okay, so it's just hovering just above it. Okay, and you are concentrating on that.
I'll just back
Okay, very good. Laura, top of the round again. You're up.
Righto. I am gonna first move my spiritual weapon. I think I have enough movement to get it
Yep,
because it
sure.
was still up in the air. And
Swipe.
gonna try and hit it with the spiritual weapon.
Just bounces off its thick hide, just blocked.
That's fine. And then I am going to. What do I want to do? I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna point at it and cast Toll of the Dead.
Toll the Dead, nice. So wisdom saving throw.
Yes. 14.
So the Toll the Dead rings out. Ba-ding! Creature seems unaffected. Rolled a dirty 20 for its save.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The little quasit next to you. Is going to boop, vanish, and you hear the little flapping of wings, and it's actually it's leaving both yours and Gaze's threat in range. It is technically invisible, but technically you can attack it. Still at disadvantage, so it doesn't really matter. But, so, if you want, Gaze and Alora, you can take attacks of opportunity with a melee weapon at disadvantage.
Sure. I will try to hit it with my...
Yeah, your quarterstaff swings, Gaze. Hits nothing but air. But that does hit, Alora. 13 hits. So you hear the flutter of wings, and it's flying away. You hear a little, and this is almost your cue to hit it. And as it turns invisible, feeling very cocky, you stick randomly into the air. You hit the creature, and the creature falls to the ground dead. So,
Right.
plan came unstuck. Kipper.
What time is it? Sorry.
Kind of middle of the day when this happens.
Okay. Keep her well. We'll just chuck a firebolt at it at disadvantage.
Sure. So firebolt is chucked and it just swings out somewhere into the Johassian waste. 13 is a miss.
That's there's not much else I can do. I will, yeah.
Okay, so you're still on Rourke's back, right? But the fireball singes a few of Rourke's hairs, but that's about it. Missed.
Yeah.
All right. So the two guys ran off.
Oh, I forgot to roll my.
Gonna back up and shoot
Okay.
up at the Vrock with my
Oh yeah, wait. We were supposed to get like what 9 or 8 on that one.
8.
It's another 8 at the end of your turn. If you have less than 8, take 8.
Oh man, what's going on? Yeah, you take careful aim at it, it just. But your psychic daggers go across and hit it for 9 points of damage. Nice. The creature
I'll back
yells
up
in
some
pain.
more.
So I can move back there. Cool. This was it. Let's see. It's gonna rush up to you, Mist. Flapping on its little wings. No, it's just scampering. Actually, it's not flying. It's just scampering. And it's gonna claw at you. Rolling a 16. Does that it, Mist?
Yeah, that's Macy.
So, rakes across your back. You take 7 piercing and 5 poison. And make me a Constitution saving throw, please. You are poisoned, my friend. So poisoned is... Who knows off the top of the head what the poison condition does?
A disadvantage on ability checks. I think that's it.
He was
Attack
poisoned
rolls
the
and
entire
ability
time.
checks, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
do
So it's
anything
fine,
right
really.
now.
He just got hurt for. He got
It's,
scratched. Fine.
It's a good. It's a bad sign when you get poisoned. You think, no big deal.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
This already
It's
sucks.
just a Tuesday.
It's
Whoosh. Okay, the other one comes and attacks you, Mist. Once again, cackling as it does so, comes leading with its claws, rolling a 1 and a 3 on the dice. So I'm going to make myself a wow for that. And we'll move on to the Vork. So the Vork is 50 feet up in the air.
interesting.
And he comes and lands here. And he hovers above everybody. Mist, you won't be affected by this. But as it hovers above, it lets out... oops, sorry, just give me 1 second.
Is he within my 15 feet?
Nope. Oh, 15 feet? Why 15 feet?
Because I have a glaive and I'm long-limbed.
No. Not that close, unfortunately.
Did he go in the moonbeam though?
Oh, I just flew around it. I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's there, so he just flew across and then straight down, dodging the moonbeam. I'll put it actually there just to make it absolutely clear. And then it almost opens its mouth, and all these tiny little insects just erupt from its mouth, and they go. And I need everybody except for Mist to make me a Constitution saving throw. Everyone except for Mist.
Okay, so my starry form treats anything under a 9 as a 10.
Okay.
So I got a 10 basically.
Got a 10 basically. Okay, so... Nope. All of you fail.
No, but
Yep.
At least it's not a 1.
At least it's not a 1. So all of you get a nice deep breath of whatever this Vork is spitting out. And you're not technically poisoned, but I'll explain what happens when it comes to your turn. Why is it doing that?
How high up is it right now?
It's 20 feet up.
Okay.
So Roll20 is being a bit weird. It's not letting me put on these conditions very easily. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Kipper. And Gaze as well. It's bouncing for me. It's weird. Okay. Regardless, you take a big, deep breath of this walk. Can you make me another Constitution saving throw, please? The con save Rourke at disadvantage. You start coughing and hacking, and at the start of your turn you take 7 points of poison damage. Okay, that's the start of your turn. Rourke, you are up. This thing is 20 feet up in the air. 20? No, yeah. Avoiding that. Yeah, it lands, dumps these spores, and then floats back up to 20 feet in the air. Rourke, your turn. Prepared action does not go off.
So at no point did he get within 15?
Nope.
All right, then I'm going to pull out a javelin and chuck it at him.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and I'm going to rage, and
Okay.
I'm going to throw this thing recklessly.
Okay. So just giving also straight roll. Oh, despite your rage, it just whoosh, flies wide and lands over here somewhere.
And when I raged, the tail came out.
Oh, yep, good to know. Not happy. Kipper, you're along for the ride on the top of a raging Rourke. It's not good. Gaze, con saving throw at disadvantage.
So 10.
You take 6 points of poison damage at the start of your turn.
Remember, at the end of your turn, you get 8 temp HP if you have less than that.
Now, Gaze, I believe you need to make me a con saving throw as you concentrate on Moonbeam. So con saving throw at disadvantage, DC 10.
Well, it would,
Yeah, but he would automatically pass because of his form.
You automatically pass con saves?
yeah, it's the dragon starry form.
Oh, okay.
Well, it treats it as a 10 at least, so he would automatically pass this one because he didn't take enough damage.
Yeah, you roll a 12
It's
no matter
the
what.
last paragraph.
When you make an intelligence or okay, so yeah, you at least roll a 10. There you go. So you forever have concentration on Moonbeam. Okay.
Yeah, but instead of that, I'm gonna run over here, try to do something about these guys, and I will thunder wave them.
Oh, okay. And you can do that without getting missed.
Or I could do it. So because it's a 15-foot cube.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So
Um,
I would
You can still be in my circle and do it. It just has to
I
start
mean,
from
if I
one.
could do it from here without hitting this, then sure.
You should be able to. 15-foot cube.
Yeah, you can get the two creatures in and not miss there. Absolutely. Yeah, easy enough. Okay, so the thunder wave goes out. One of them was too busy taunting Mist and takes the full points of damage, and it looks around and it just gets destroyed. Little body rolling across the plane. The second one is a bit more aware. It takes half damage,
I'll take it.
but it takes half damage if it makes it.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Okay. The body of this one gets thrown back by Thunderwave, and little streaks go across here. And actually, Gaze and Alora. Can you both make me perception checks, please? Gaze and Alora. And actually Mist. Mist as well. Perception checks. Disadvantage, of course. Well,
I didn't
Gaze. Oh, Mist rolling well. And Alora?
14.
Gaze, you're too busy being impressed with your thunder wave that you don't notice what's going on. But Mist and Alora, you turn around
Go flying.
and you see this Quasit very obviously dead. And you see just the faintness as its body is slowly descending into this thick tar type substance. Like its fur is getting darker, and then you see little drops of tar, ichor, or oil just dripping off it. And you can't help but make the association that it looks very similar to this blob over here. So guys, having been very impressed with your own thunder wave, what do you do?
I believe that would be it.
Okay. Alora. Make me a con saving throw.
Yes. Not good.
You can take that amount of poison damage. 2 points of poison damage. It's interesting, almost the poison damage is almost counteracted by the temporary hit points, right? They're kind of balancing each other off. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon over.
Yep.
And try to hit it.
Okay. Oh, wow, it does hit. Roll damage.
Wonderful. Oh, rolled a 1.
That all adds up. So that's your bonus action. Spiritual weapon whacks it and it recoils back in anger.
Then I'm going to, for my action, point at it again and cast Toll of the Dead.
Okay. So another wisdom saving throw. Does
14.
get advantage on these. Oh, rolls a 19. So once again, the toll rings out. Doesn't affect the creature. Rolled a 19.
Right. Kippa, Rourke, I'm backing up, so if you, want those temp HP, you need to move.
Okay. So where do you move to, Alora?
Right here.
Okay, and you failed your con save. Okay, Mist, back to you. Con saving throw, please.
My turn.
Oh, no.
It's Kippa's turn.
My turn.
Oh, sorry, Kipper. You can make me a con
Oh,
save
and let me
then.
re-roll the temp hit points. 8
Actually-
again.
Actually, Mist, you're not actually poisoned, are you? You're not like in the way that the other people are.
No, I didn't get it from the Varrock. I got it from the little
Okay.
guy.
So let me take that off so I don't forget. My apologies, Skipper. What would you like to do? Con save 19. Not only do you succeed on your con saving throw, you give one last little cough, and whatever spores are in you leave your body. You are no longer choking on these spores that this creature left.
Nice. Okay. I'll take it off.
Thank you.
I don't want to stay outside the temp hit points, you know. So Kipa will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And he will hold his action to firebolt the creature if he is ever at 5 feet of anyone.
Okay, so if he goes to like dive bomb something, you're going to firebolt it. Okay, very good.
Yep.
Okay, so jumping off Rourke's back, dashing over, getting ready. Okay. Mist. Now it's your turn, Mist.
Alright, I will shoot the hand crossbow at the Varrock.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to stab this little guy with my psychic dagger.
Okay. So the hand crossbow. That hits. Nice.
I didn't mean to roll sharpshooter. I hit that So it would
Sure.
have been higher.
Still
Okay.
hits.
Yep. 12 points of damage. Finally, you get just the right range. Oh, 7 points of damage. Sorry, 7 points of damage. Is it? Hits. And you notice Kipper and Rourke, little bits of black ichor pour to the ground. Then you swing round. Go for the little shit. The little shit's too quick for that and dodges it easily.
Yeah, all in my turn.
Okay, now, so they're now in the right order. Quasit is going to attack. No, it's got to attack Mist. Mist just hit it, or tried to hit it, didn't like that. It's going to try and claw you. Or is a dirty 20. So that's 5 piercing plus 8 poison. And technically there's a save, but technically it doesn't matter. But make a con save anyway. Let's see if you get affected by the poison. At disadvantage. Yeah, you're poisoned still, I guess. But yeah, that was a 5 piercing and 8 poison worth of damage. Then the Quasit's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yes, Gaze, yes, Mist, you may make attacks of opportunity.
I will be one.
Would that be with my melee weapon?
Yep.
Okay.
As this creature goes to flee, Gaze comes down with a quarterstaff. Boom! It screams a little bit. It's held in place by the quarterstaff. And you just take your
I tripped him
rapier.
up before you get him.
Yeah, tripped him up. And you put the rapier gently through where you assume the heart of this creature is. And it falls to the ground dead. Okay. Rock's turn. Not Rock, but Rock. Let's see. It's going to come over here going around the moonbeam. Come next to Gaze. Land on the ground. Kipper, that will fire your prepared action. So yep, firebolt away.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, the firebolt does go off, but just off into the waste of Jorhast. And it lands on the ground right next to you. Its talons open, it's screeching right in your face. And it comes at you with a beak attack. Actually, it comes at you with a talon attack first. Ooh. Ooh. You watch in... so you've got 25 hit points. Take 27 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
As it just wrecks you with a natural 20 on its talon flicks.
Unconscious, not dead, unconscious.
Unconscious, yep. Your concentration fades. This is your... What's the little symbol? What's that one for?
That's the starry form.
I don't know. Does that drop?
Yeah,
I
yes.
think so, yeah.
Okay, so you drop to the ground. Okay, and the thing picks you up and its talon skews you, like pierces through the body of a Gaze, and boom, throws Gaze to the ground. It screeches in triumph, flies over the lifeless, the downed body of Gaze, and goes for Mist. Attacking this time with its beak. And it rolls a 10. So the beak misses it, dumps down there. Then it takes to the air again, going, I'll say 30 feet up in the air. Mist, you may make an attack of opportunity. Swing and a miss. Whoops. Not my swing and my miss sound. That's my swing and a miss sound. So, poof, flies up into the air. Rourke.
I'm gonna run, so I'm kind of right in the middle by everybody, and I'm gonna yell out, "Back to back, back to back!" And then I'm gonna. How high is he?
30.
He's on the ground.
No, you took off, which is why Hal missed got his attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Also, sorry, I think you need to make a con save.
Oh yeah, I do. You're right. And I will also ready in action to, if it comes near me, to go ahead and attack.
Okay. Yeah. Shake it off. Okay, and ready in action if it gets close.
Actually, I changed my mind. I'm not going to ready it. I'm going to go ahead and make the disadvantaged attempt with the javelin because I'm going reckless anyways, and
Okay.
you know I'm still raging, so I don't want to lose my rage.
Oh.
So I will go ahead and attack.
Oh, that's a straight roll. Yes, that hits. So flies through and slices into the creature. More black ichor starts falling from the ground. Falling to the ground. Rourke, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Gaze, death saving throw, please. Okay, 1 failure. Alora.
Right. Bonus action healing word on Gaze.
Oh.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so you're no longer dying. That's good.
And you got max HP from my healing word. 8 points.
Would I have still gotten the temp HP?
No, because you were dead.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you have to be
were
alive.
dead. This is a privilege of the
Unfortunately, you have to
living.
be alive.
I tried.
Kind of makes intuitive sense. You have to be alive to have healing, so kind of makes sense.
It does.
Okay, healing word. Boom. Still have your action.
And then for my action, I am going to try Toll of the Dead again and just point at it.
Ooh, double 3s on its save.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Toll the Dead goes off. Boom.
For 2 points.
Never mind. It all adds up.
And then I will roll my new temporary HP number, which is 7.
Okay. Cool. Want to take note of that?
Alright.
Oh, actually, Alora, you need to make a con save at the start of your turn.
Right. Disadvantage. No, I didn't pass.
No, you take that much damage. It's a poison.
Oh
The
no!
spores still in you.
It's all in my HP, and then I go back up to 7.
That's what I mean. They're kind of counteracting each other, right?
I
Okay.
know, it's great because it's just every round. It's just like it's better than healing.
It is. It's very useful in this instance.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Kipper.
Keeper will be looking at Gaze that now looks conscious, like, oh, that's good enough. And he will hold action again for another firebolt for the next time that thing flies at 5 feet of anyone.
Okay, very good. So getting ready. Missed. No con save throw for you.
Alright. Gonna back up 5 feet. Same thing.
Okay. Crossbow flies off into the distance.
It's not
Psychic
hitting.
blades misses as well. The curse of Rubidius is real.
That's it. Uh, no, I'll stay right there.
Don't forget, 7 temporary hit points if you have less than that.
Kipper and Rourke, can you both roll me a d6, please, and don't roll a 6?
Okay.
Both of you roll me d6 and don't roll a 6. Okay, I forgot to do its recharge for its special ability. It doesn't recharge, so be thankful about that. It's gonna come crash next to Vork. Kipper,
Okay.
you may.
Alright. Fair enough.
That's a disadvantage, but 11's going to miss anyway.
I have pack tactics, so it'd be straight, but it misses still.
Okay. Lance is going to attack you, Rourke, with advantage because of your reckless actions. First of all, it comes with its talons. It rolls a 13 on its talons at advantage. It's going to miss. It comes at you with its beak. That one's going to hit. It rolls a 24, and you take
Let
30.
me roll my d8 for the tail reaction.
Okay.
So that lays. What did you say it was? I'm at 20 now.
I
see.
rolled a 24. So unfortunately, your tail doesn't hit it. So it hits you with 13 points of damage, reduced to 6 because of your rage. I was hoping that would go a lot better. And then, on massive wings, it raises once up again, 30 feet up in the air. Rourke, you may have an attack of opportunity if you wish. And you can do this recklessly as well. Glaive, 13. Unfortunately, swing and a miss. Okay, and that ends its turns as it's hovering above you. Rourke.
I guess I will again go ahead and recklessly try to throw the javelin at it.
Okay, cool. So straight roll. Oh, nice.
There you go.
You are gradually whittling this thing down. Still got a lot of life left in it, though.
Yeah, and that's my turn. Was it 7 on the temporary hit points now?
Yes, if you have less than 7, we'll now have 7.
Gaze, make a con saving throw, please. I think 14 does it. Let me double check. 14 does do it. As you come back to life, you give a last little cough, and all the spores that were in your body leave. You're no longer under that nasty condition. But you are prone on the ground.
Okay. I will I'll jump up. So that's half the
Yep.
here. And you said he was 30 feet in the air?
Yep.
Moonbeam.
Are you recasting Moonbeam?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Just pretty much right on him.
yep, right on him. There we go. Okay, and you are concentrating on that, and nothing will actually happen
And,
until it's its turn. But
Yeah, bonus action. I'll use my my last wild shape and go back into the. I'll actually go into the. No, I'll stay at the dragon form.
stay in the dragon form.
The
Oh, sure. Okay, so that's your
bonus action.
your bonus action, and it takes a play. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know what I'm saying. I'm not saying it very well there. Alora, con saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
9 points of damage.
Alrighty. Alrighty. I am going to use my bonus action to move the spiritual weapon closer, which is about there. And then for my action, I am going to try Toll of the Dead again.
Okay. Rock, wisdom. Yup. Let's roll damage for that.
6 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. And then moonbeam aside for a second. Okay. So Toll the Dead comes out and it's shaking its head.
And then I'm going to move here.
Okay. Nice. So Toll the Dead.
New Twilight Sanctuary numbers.
Sure.
Okay. And yet again, keep us moving below, this time below Rourke, and he's gonna hold his firebolt. He doesn't really have a lot of spells that deal damage, so.
Okay.
That's
9
temporary HP this time.
Awesome.
Nice roll. Okay, Kipper getting ready. Missed. What do you do?
I will move in this way and attack with my crossbow and psychic blade.
Okay, let's see the crossbow first. Oh, hits! So 9 or 10 points of damage. Got it. And your psychic blades. Yeah, psychic blades miss.
That misses.
Yeah, whoosh, whoosh. Stay where you are, missed.
Yep.
Roll me a d6 if you'd be so kind, missed. Okay, it doesn't get that back. It needs to make, you want to roll your moonbeam thing, Gaze? It's your moonbeam.
Yeah. Where was it?
It rolls. It's a saving throw.
Yeah, but I want
Concept.
for damage, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
Okay.
it said 8 up there when he first cast it.
I will do 8 then, we'll say it that way. And it's a con save.
Yeah.
Oh, that works. Takes 7 points of damage from that. The curses in the moonbeam. Kipper. Kind of a good news, bad news situation here. Good news is that your
I'm below Rourke. I mean, that he's still attacked, it's just saying that, like, token, maybe. I'll put it here just so you can see.
yeah. Yeah, it's attacking you. So that the good news is that you get your firebolt off.
Awesome. There we
Ooh,
go.
nice. At disadvantage.
I have pack tactics, so it gives me
Ah!
all sorts of advantage.
Okay, so there's 9 points of damage. Moonbeam's right in the way. Anyway, it's going to attack you twice. First, it comes at you with its talons. Actually, roll me did we do a d6? Oh, we did. Hit you with the talons for 11 points of damage.
Oh, it hits? Damn.
That does hit, yep. They
All
dirty
right,
20.
11. Damn, one above. Jesus. Yep, damage done. Okay.
And then comes at you with its beak. Rolls another dirty 20 for another 8 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
And then it flies straight, so it's went 30 feet down, and now it goes straight up again. It's 50 feet up in the air. Rourke, Rourke, Gaze, and Kipper, attacks of opportunity, if you so choose.
Okay.
14
Let
or
me
miss.
do-
Ooh, unarmed strike. You do pop it on the nose.
With pack tactics, yes. You do
Yes.
pop it on those. You give it a bloody nose. Nice. You got one, Gaze? Oh, sorry, I didn't see your quarter staff. Yeah, you missed terribly. So, the mighty warriors swing and miss, but Kipper, boop, Takes 2 points of damage, and it roars 50 feet up into the air. Rourke.
That'll teach you.
Rourke is going to pull out his last javelin and chuck it at it.
Okay.
It's reckless as well.
Straight roll. Oh, wow. 7 points of damage. This creature, as it lined up, a lot of blood was dripping down and kind of almost sizzling on the ground as it's landed. It's looking pretty messed up. Is that your turn, Rourke?
Yep.
Gaze.
Alright. I'm gonna just move down here. And we'll try to throw out a Hail Mary.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Let's go.
Not only does it take 13 points of damage, but the next attack against it is going to be at advantage.
Yep.
Okay. Nice. Wow.
What color is it?
It's like a blue. It's like a blue bullet.
There we go. Nice blue tinge on it as it lights up. Alora. Make me a con saving throw, please.
Yes. I suck at this. Nope.
3 points of damage.
Alrighty.
Oh, what was the temp HP on there?
It's 9 this turn. We'll see what I roll this next round. I'm going to try to... Well, he just made it glow, so I am going to follow in his footsteps and try a guiding bolt.
Do it.
A straight roll.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Roll damage.
Oh, nice.
You notice the Vork is doing something interesting. It is no longer interested in attacking you, and it starts flying up and up and up. Or it gets about 120 feet up, and the last second, Alora, you hit it, it explodes in a pile of gore and falls to the ground dead. And just lands with a splashing sound across the ground.
Asshole.
Right. I'm immediately going to look around and see if I see any of that oil, like, because the little quasites had that oil stuff.
Yes. It is slowly decomposing as well.
Yeah, I say we probably.
Let's beat feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, make me some con saves throw. I think it's all going to cancel out. Your temp HP with the damage you take from the poison condition you're in, Alora. So we'll just say that condition fades and you're fine.
Alrighty. I rolled, how many rounds is that? That was 5 rounds, so I have 5 more to try to get us max 10th HP before my thing is out. Since that will stay. No. There we go! Max 10
Nice.
HP for everyone. For the rest of the day. Well, until we get hit again.
What's this oil stuff like? I don't.
No, that's a demon. We
Yeah.
need to go.
It's just absorbing all the energy from these bodies.
Yeah. Something.
Yes, we really should leave before it notices us and continue on our way.
Do I see any of the javelins that I threw? I threw 4 of them.
You can get them back.
I would do that very quickly.
Okay, so scampering around. As you're scampering around Rourke, let me just check something here. Ah,
Another rock comes down. Oh.
another rock. Wouldn't that be fun?
Better than a Udak.
that is true. The Udaks are even nastier. Actually, roll me a d20. It's right on the fence. Roll high, Rourke. D20 and roll high.
Or low? Can I roll low?
You can roll low, absolutely. Okay, thanks. So you guys sounds like you're scampering away, just wanting to be the hell away from here.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so back on the road again. As you start making your way further south along the Emerald Loop Road, scampering along it as fast as you can to try and minimize the time on the road. And that sounds like a good spot for us to take a short break. So I'll see you guys back in Okay, is everybody here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Up here.
Okay, great. I see a little beep for everybody on Discord, so that's a good sign. So, with these demonic entities vanquished, all of you nursing various wounds and kind of suffering in the battle over this Ruidius curse, you press forward. You get a distance away from the Vrock's corpse and the other corpses to feel comfortable that it's not, nothing bad's going to happen. What do? Do you press on? What you like to do, Evermore?
Well, I think Gaze needs a little break.
I could take a little bit of a breather.
So maybe we take a short rest before we continue on at full speed.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whereabouts do you rest?
Probably just near the road, somewhere. I mean, there's nothing really where to hide out here.
Nope.
So, probably just near the road.
Okay, so you get like 30, 40, 50 feet off the side of the road, and you camp down and take a short rest. Let me know if you want to do anything during the short rest, but I can tell you that your short rest is successful.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a hit die and recover my channel divinity.
Let's start. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, I'm back at full.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
So taking a moment to patch up your wounds and feel a little bit more healthier. What would you like to do?
Full steam ahead for me.
Okay, wasting no time even for pleasantries. Alora's got a mission in mind. So you jump back on the road and you continue your way south at this rapid pace you're moving at. You march strongly for the next 4 hours and nightfall begins to come. Now I should have done this before I forgot, but what you notice is as night falls, things are getting very, very cold. You have there are some places that might make better camping sites than others. So if somebody wants to roll me a survival check, we'll just say it's a straight survival check, as you're all pointing out, maybe we could stay there, maybe we could stay there. So who's going to roll? Gaze gets in just a little bit before Rourke. What you find, you actually find some boulders, some big rock formations, not very high, maybe 3 or 4 foot high, but because they've been baking in the heat all day, as you camp up to next to them, some of the heat is reflected back, and you feel you can keep warm enough here without having to put a campfire up, which is obviously an advantage because you won't be spotted. But Gaze, you find it perfectly, and
I think I see something.
As we start
Looks
looking around and settling down for the evening, I'm going to cast Locate Object, looking for this amulet.
Okay, so it's got a 1,000-foot radius on it, I believe.
Yes.
But you cast Locate Object, reach out, listen for the signs. Nothing.
Alrighty.
That looks like a good spot. We should be able to stay warm.
Yeah, it's concealed. I don't think we'll need a fire, so we should be able to stay out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
No complaints here.
And I guess we settle down for our watches and for the night.
Yeah.
Now let me just say that you have at a minimum 9 days of travel to Bazozan. If you like, we could say take it as written that Kipper cast alarm each night around your camp. And is there any other standard type of preparations that you'd make? Just make things.
If I have a spell slot left, I'll typically cast Goodberry for the next day.
Okay.
And,
Yeah. And if I have a spell slot, I'm gonna do locate object every night.
Okay, so I'll let you know. And do you keep all the good berries, Gaze, or do you hand them out, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'll hand one to each, and then I'll hold on to the rest in case we need them.
Okay, so assume everybody has a good berry at the start of the next day. Alarms cast up, locate object. I'll let you know if something bings. And
And I'll do my experimental elixir every night.
okay,
But,
cool.
I have fishing line and bells, so I would set up another concentric ring outside of where the alarm is.
Cool. So as a standard watch order, we'll do this as well. We had Gaze and your owl familiar for the first watch.
Yep.
Alora and Mist for the second watch.
Mm-hmm.
And Rourke and Kipper for the last one. And Kipper cast alarm every night. Gaze, just making notes here. Gaze casts a good berry, and Alora casts a locate object. Okay. So, I'll let you know that once again your long rest is successful, but if there's any conversations you wish to have, please do. And when you wake up in the morning, the curse of Ruidius is gone.
All right.
Feel a little bit better already.
Oh man.
The temp hit points from your ability go away overnight, right?
Yeah, they go away on a long rest. Righto. Onward.
And really quick, are there any vegetation around? Because I have my herbalism kit. I wanted to see if I can maybe find some type of, because I know Kippa messes around with alchemy and stuff, and see if I can find anything that I think might be useful.
Okay, we'll say as you look around the campsite, initially having a closer look, make me a perception check, please. Or nature, actually, up to you.
I'll take that.
Okay, so 15. You look around looking, you know there are some very rare herbs out here, but you also know that they're incredibly hard to find. You don't find any. You feel maybe if you went off here, right off path to the less traveled parts of this area, you'd have a much better chance of finding some useful herbs. But just everything's dead, wasted, or already gone.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just take a general look just where we walk. I won't go off the path.
Okay, cool. So, morning comes around. At the urging of Alora, you start heading south again along the Emerald Path. Alora, roll me a d8, please.
Oh, yay.
So you press on for the day. Nothing much happens during the day. And you get towards the end of the day. Once again, Goodberry is cast. Alarm is placed around the camp. Lore, you count locate object. Bing, 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 bing. About 500 feet to the south.
Guys, I have a reading. I'm gonna start taking off in that direction.
Okay, just walking, like not sneaking, just going for it.
I'm gonna go pretty fast until I get closer, and then I'll start being more careful.
Okay, so Alora gets the bing, starts heading south, and you get, say, 100 feet away. At this point, you slow down because you see a campfire, the smoke rising in the air, and you see your 5 buddies around the campsite.
Can I tell which person is in possession of the...
From this distance, you can make me a perception check at disadvantage.
Alrighty.
You cannot tell. But what you can tell, though, is that they've gone... They seem to be into their long rest already. Sorry, I thought I had this ready. Let me check one thing. This one. Sorry, I thought I had... here we go. Okay, yeah, you stop. Everybody, I imagine, coming up behind you. You look closely. You don't see anybody who's obvious. But you do notice that Irvin, Maggie, Dermot, and Ayojabe are all asleep. And Galsaliad Ardith, the drow, is on watch. He doesn't appear to have seen you yet.
Did anybody follow me? I know I kind of just left.
Yeah, I think we... I feel like we'd be behind you, yeah. I would...
Right.
I'll throw this up for us.
Okay.
Just in case.
Oh, yes. I want to get this object back. I don't
I would
want to hurt them.
walk next to Laura
necessarily.
and touch her and use my psychic whispers, so hopefully, so she doesn't say anything out loud. And I'll just pick her and gaze.
Okay.
Right. Well, yes. I want to get it back.
Who has it? Can you tell?
I can't tell yet. We'll have to get closer. And so I'm gonna start sneaking closer while trying to get a bead on who has the object, who has the amulet.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll bring you across to over here, and we'll say you're... Oh, sorry, I'm just setting up the map here. Okay, so this... For some reason, you look in exactly the same stones, exactly the same shrubbery as you saw where the carrion was, where the rock was. For some reason, it looks remarkably similar. You don't know why. So this is where you stay. Like, this is about 100 feet away, and this is where you stop and pause, gaze. Actually, pass without a trace. I take it as read. When you cast the spell, people within 30 feet of you get the advantage. They don't need to stay within range. As long as you maintain concentration gaze, they can go miles away and it would still be active.
Okay, and I can still maintain concentration if I go into wild shape?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna start swinging this way because Irvin was the last person that I saw that had it.
Okay, before
The elf
anybody
is
does
facing-
anything, can everybody make me a stealth check? So I assume you're stealthing. Let's just get that out the way.
Yes.
It's
Plus 10 to whatever you roll.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 22.
Modified 20.
Okay, let me just check one thing. Oh, Alora, Ivana's not there. Get out of here, Ivana. Okay, so let's have a look. So Miss 22, Gaze 27, Rourke 18, Dirty 20, and a 22. Okay, so you do notice Galsaliad is there keeping watch, and this is not a battle for passive perception, as he is actively out there and he is actively looking. So I'm going to roll perception check for him, and I'm not going to tell you what I roll, but just let you know, like, he is actively looking, so it's not a passive perception roll. He's doing his job, and perception is a wisdom, right? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Carry on.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep swinging around this direction and creep closer and see if I can figure out who has the object.
So Misty swing around to the west. Rourke, you're kind of following her, it looks like.
Yeah, trailing a little bit behind.
I'm going to say you can't adequately stealth with a kipper on your back, so you have to separate. But you would know this. So kipper and
That's
Rourke are separate
There's,
entities.
like any kind of shrubbery over here.
Yeah, the shrubbery is just a few, maybe at the highest point, 3 feet.
Okay.
Which means Kippa could hide, and
Yeah,
I could hide.
I would want to try to duck behind some of the shrubbery. And,
Okay.
Just kind of suss out the situation.
Okay. So keeping an eye on things over there, Gaze. I don't think you're...
Can I tell who has it yet?
You can make another perception check if you like.
Yes. Is it still at disadvantage?
Nope. You're close enough now, so just a straight perception roll.
Ugh.
No, I mean, you know, it's a necklace, right? And it could be very easily tucked under a piece of armor or clothing.
Yeah, but I still had my locate object up. It's up for
Ooh.
10 minutes.
Can you show me exactly the description for locate object then? That is a good point. You sense, as long as you know, sense the direction of the object. And the distance as well, don't you? Do you know the distance as well?
It says you sense the direction to the object's location, and you can sense if it's moving.
Okay, it's not moving. And judging from the line, you know it's either Irvin or Io.
All right, I'm gonna keep going towards Irvin.
Okay. Some mist coming up behind. Kipper going fine. Slipping ever
Oh,
closer.
did you- Yeah, I'll tell him. Do you got anything yet?
Nothing yet. I still don't know specifically who has it. It's either Otto or Irvin.
Can we incapacitate the watch in case we need to? Like, can you shut them up before they can wake up the team?
Rourke, as you take a step forward, you step on a branch and snap. Galsalia turns around, having rolled a 19 on his active perception, which beats your 80. He says, "What? Who the hell are you, buddy? Wake up! Wake up!" and they rouse. So, shit. What do you want?
As soon as
Yep.
he starts shouting, I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Okay, I'm going to
try
give
to
you
get
that.
Irvin, but with others.
Okay, so you can do that, and then we're going to go into initiative. So that's going to be your thing you get to do for free. And then we're rolling into initiative. But yes, you can absolutely cast Entangle. Oh, look at those beautiful rolls.
Oh, and I'll give myself advantage on initiative.
Sure. So that's enough for the peaceful music. Let's go to this one. Okay, so Entangle. Where do you place Entangle, Alora?
I want to get Irvin for sure, which means I don't think that I can get all, so I'm gonna get Irvin, Maggie, and... Well, actually, let's do Irvin and Galciliad.
What's the range for Entangle? Is it 20-foot square?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot square.
So, where would you like Entangle to be?
Beautiful. I think I'm going to do... that.
Okay, so the Entangle goes up, and... Oops. Irvin, as he's jumping to the feet, the vines come around him. And what's a strength save? What's your spell? 14. So Irvin, not being the most strong person, he tries to stretch his legs out the way, and he fails. He gets entangled. We'll put the web on showing entangled. Galciliad, he does the same thing. He's not the strongest person in the world, and he tries to jump free, and he rolls a 17. So Galciliad jumps, gets himself unentangled, the vine snapping, snap. And, yeah, so that's, boom, that's happened. Ayo Jabe sees you guys approaching. What is she going to do?
Is turn order in order?
Oh, let me make sure. Let's reshuffle it.
Gabe,
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Gaze, and Irvin goes as well. Gaze, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, look, the campfire gets a turn too. The campfire will happen on initiative 12.
Hey, the camfire's entangled because it can't move.
Okay, I'll just take it out of the turn order. It won't get a turn.
Stones aren't going anywhere.
Dark,
Oh.
so if they don't have dark vision, sucks.
Oh.
Gaze.
Meanwhile, everybody in our group has 300-foot dark vision.
Funnily enough, the drow has dark vision, which helped him spotting you. But anyway, Gaze, what do you do?
I
Where
was
is
just
Gaze?
taking a look at something. I guess I will. I don't really have a ton I can do. Have they seen me over here?
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay. I will go ahead and go into panther form.
Like wild type into a panther?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me find you a panther. Okay, there's a panther. I think we've done this before, haven't you, with a panther?
Yeah, I have the sheet.
And you can control the token. Let me just check. Yes, you can control the token. Okay, so you get panther form.
Got 50 feet. So I'll just run up to there for my turn.
Nice. And you're a... is that an action or a bonus action for Gaze? To wild shape.
It's an action.
That's an action. Okay, so not Circle of the Moon. Okay, well, I guess you maybe hear Gaze more than anything as he gets into a panther form and starts making a beeline for the group. So, Irvin's turn. So he gets, how does it work? It's a dexterity check to get out now? Is that right? From Entangle?
No. They can make a strength check to try and get out, but it takes their action.
Okay, so he's not very strength. Okay, so he's not going to choose to get out. But you see he kind of reaches down to his side pockets and does a nice little twirl and has 2 daggers. And he holds them out and says, "Stay right there! Don't come any closer!" That's his turn. Ayo Jabby swings around in front of Irvin. And Ayo Jabe will take out her longbow, point it directly at Alora, and she says, "Take 1 step closer, for the love of God, I will shoot you where you stand." Kipper.
Okay. Let me just check something. Not wait. Just a little thing. Okay. Kipa will hold his action.
Okay.
He'll start preparing a fairy fire centered here.
Okay.
If he sees that there is no dialogue possibilities during the next round.
Okay. Very good. Dermot. Working up. He looks around. What's Dermot gonna do? He's going to, I say, "By the light of the Luxon, protect us!" And he casts his Bless. Casts Bless. And he blesses himself. Irvin, because it might help him get out. That's what he's thinking anyway. Actually, Maggie and Ayo, he blesses. He doesn't bless himself. And he kind of ducks down behind them. And he says, oops, sorry, got the wrong sheet open. I have this little spreadsheet that I keep track of what everybody thinks of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I had the wrong sheet open. Not that one. So Dermot casts Bless. That's his action. And he glares at Alora. Says, "Oh, this is... You stay back! You stay back! Ayo and Irvin are not to be messed with! You just need to walk away!" Rourke.
Rourke, holding his hands up, palms towards them, walks slowly up to, so he's kind of even with Alora, and yells out, "Maggie, I thought you had more honor than this. Dermot, you lectured Alora on giving guidance, and you steal our prize. Where is your honor, hypocrite?"
Oh, what are you talking about?
I think that's the 6 seconds. I don't know if Rourke can respond more.
There we go. Okay, Alora.
Right. I'm gonna start walking closer and just be like, "We just want what you took from us
I told
you
you not to
stole
take a step closer. And
in the dead of the night."
Ayo Jabby had a prepared action. She's going to fire her longbow as soon as you got within range. She fires at you and just sails over the top of you. Misses. You're not sure if it was a warning shot or not, but the arrow flies just past your ear. Misses.
Just give us the amulet.
Irvin,
I know you took it. I saw you.
Irvin throws a dagger at you. Let me just get these prepared actions out the way. And this one does hit. It goes, poof, and it hits deep into your shoulder and only takes 3 points of damage.
I'm casting Fairy Fire.
Okay, very fire, cool. What dexterity saves?
Yep. And Erwin, is it Erwin? Who's the guy who's restrained?
Irvin, he's a
Erwin, yeah. He had a
It's-
disadvantage with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good point. Okay, so let's start with Maggie. Good old Maggie. So dexterity saving throws. What's the DC?
13.
Maggie succeeds. Ayo Jabe succeeds.
Oh boy.
Dermot, not as dexterous as him. Dermot succeeds. And
Oh my
finally,
god.
Irvin Wastewater dexterity at disadvantage, but
Oh
with a
boy.
plus D4 because he's
survived.
blessed.
Yeah.
He rolls a 15.
Oh my god, everyone saves.
Okay, so all these actions go off, and Elora, you can start your monologue if you like, having been
This
now.
guy,
I
his,
feel like-
his attacks are at disadvantage, right?
His dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw was for his
His attack
enchantment.
was at a disadvantage because he's restrained.
Ah, okay, then it misses. You're right.
Oh, I wouldn't have cast it if you did that. Sorry, but it's fine. It's
Well,
whatever.
Let's say
That's
you didn't cast it. So
Okay, but they'll say when it's
okay, so if you do cast it, they will save, but
Okay.
of course you don't
So as
know
I'm
that.
I'm
Yep.
walking forward,
Yeah.
I just say, "We just want what you stole in the dead of night." And can I tell who has it yet?
I think with the shuffling of Ayo and Irvin as they move around, it's definitely Irvin.
All right. And I'm gonna look directly at him. Irvin, you came into our room and took it while we were sleeping. You dirty thief. And at that point, I'm gonna activate my channel divinity. They are not gonna be getting any benefit from it.
What?
And then I am gonna cast command on I think it's on Irvin, and I'm gonna tell him to I'm trying to think of the one word I want to use because it's not going to be one of the listed ones. I'm going to tell him to give, as in give it.
Okay, I think given the context of what you said, it is obvious what you want him to give. So what does he need to roll?
Wisdom 14 saving.
Wisdom 14. I'm going to have you... one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a little dice tower in my little office thing here. I set up a webcam on it and put it on top, and we're going to do Box of Doom rolls in there. I'm going to roll an actual dice. It's going to clatter through and you can see it. So we're going to have these very critical rolls and a bit of tension. But in this case, I don't have that set up yet. So what I'm going to do, Alora, I'm going to ask you to roll the save for Irvin. Now, he has a +1 to his wisdom. So you need to roll a 1 to 12 on a d20.
Alrighty. We'll see how this goes. Not good.
Oh.
If it's okay with you, mate, I'll just hold on to it for now. Yeah.
So you admit that you have it.
And then let me roll the
Okay.
10th.
Oh, actually, I wouldn't be able to say that because I'm still a panther.
Roar.
And that's 7 temporary HP for us, not for them.
Yeah, I'll just keep hold of it if it's all right with you. Yeah, I think we will make far more better use of it now. As you know, it's a vestige of divergence, and it happens with people. It gets more powerful with people that are more worthy. And you, I don't consider worthy. Missed.
Okay, now he casts it, and everybody saves.
Oh, okay.
This will be the moment he would.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you stay there?
Did he present the necklace?
Nope.
Nope, he
I
didn't.
mean, you see he's got like a high-collared shirt, and it'll be very easy to tuck it down out of sight. I mean, which just makes sense. If nothing else, it looks valuable, right? Probably people don't know how valuable it actually is, but expensive jewelry like that on the road, you'd obviously hide it under something. So, Mist, you cast it, right? And Maggie.
I didn't
Maggie.
cast anything.
No, you didn't do anything yet.
Oh, sorry. Mist, as you were.
Because none of their attacks landed, so I don't want to just murder this guy. Sorry.
That's alright. I don't want to murder them either. I just want the damn necklace.
Maggie takes out a giant maul. Maggie says, "Oh, you guys should have been more ready," he says to his allies. He says, "I have this thing called a tactical advantage, which I really should have done before, but now the DM is thoroughly aware of this. He'll keep it note for future actions." But he brings out a massive maul. This thing is 10 foot long with a massive wooden mallet type thing on the end of it. And he holds it up, or she holds it up and says, "What? I really don't know what's going on here. I thought some of you were my friends. Kipper, Rock, what's going on? This is making me very uncomfortable." And she holds her maul and she gets it ready. "You guys don't come any closer or I will smash you."
Do we get to respond to Maggie in that 6 seconds?
Sure.
I just say, Maggie, your friend stole from us. We're just here to get it back.
And she admitted to it right now.
Irvin? Is what they're saying true? And Irvin pauses for a second and looks around, not quite sure how to react. We're going to switch to Gaze. Let's give Gaze an opportunity to do something. As a panther.
Okay. 5, 10. I'm just gonna move over here. Use the panther movement to get in the aura there, and then I will. I can come out of panther form as a bonus action, so I'll do come out of panther form there.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast. Where is it?
Bible?
Oh no, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts on Irvin.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw for Irvin. Okay. He fails his saving throw.
I'm gonna say to Maggie, he broke into our room, he stole the necklace from around Alora's neck, and ran away. He already tried to sell it once in the town that he stole it from on the night he stole it. He's gonna get you guys in serious trouble if you're actually not in cahoots with him. So you better, have a serious talking to if you really don't know what's going on here. I would like to try to read Irvin's thoughts to that.
So is it the one where you get like surface thoughts? Is that right?
Yeah, so there. Nope, wrong button. There we go.
When you cast a spell, initially in the surface thoughts, what is most in mind at this moment? So as an action on your next turn, you can
Okay, so
shift your attention or probe deeper. So surface thoughts, panic. Panic,
Right.
and
I know you're panicking over there.
and a little bit of shame. You see his cheeks glowing slightly red.
You feel bad about it. I can tell. That'll be it.
Irvin, he's looking around and saying, look, we're not murdering each other. That's a good thing. I'd really appreciate it as whoever cast this web spell thingamajig, I need you to drop it. Now. Then perhaps we can talk.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
I'm not going to drop it until you give me what you stole.
He's going to use his action to try and break out of it. Nope. So he struggles and says, look. Yes. Oh, all right. Yeah, okay. Yes. I took it. I tried to sell it. It looked valuable. But then I realized what it was. I spent some time with it. And I think you know, Alora, and I know, Alora, just what this thing can do. It's pretty darn amazing.
I don't care what it can do. I care about the fact that it came from the Moonweaver, who I serve, who wanted me to find this.
Yeah, well, I like to keep my options open. I consider myself a worshipper of the Moonweaver as well. But look at you. You're a halfling, a bugbear, a little shitty kobold. And look at you. You're an Aarakocra. It doesn't even look like you can fly. And a cat. I mean, come on. We've got Maggie.
What are you, Gwendolian?
I keep my options open. I think it's foolish to assign allegiances.
If you're from Dendalia, you're no friend of the Moonweaver.
Well, if you know anything about Dwendali, there's some approved gods and some disapproved gods. I just choose to act outside the system, keep it on a down low, which is probably why you haven't noticed it before. You know, and
You're not
when
doing
you
such a good job. You have people ratting you out already.
well, well,
This is a really long 6 seconds.
is anybody attacking?
I'm gonna try and command him again to give it to me.
Okay, so we'll continue through the turn order.
I don't know if anybody else is gonna do anything, but if he's
Io
That's
brings
what
out
I
her
wanted
bow
to
again.
hold.
Ideas if he doesn't give it up.
I would be holding the attack action for one of them to land and attack. That's what I would have
Okay, so
for the record.
yep, sure. So you're hovering on the outside. If anybody attacks, you're going to unleash. Io Jabi still has her bow and arrow pointed at Alora. She says, one step closer. One step closer. I'll fire again, and this time I will not miss. Kipper.
Same as before. Hold action on them for a fairy fire. I mean,
Okay, cool. Dermot. He glares at Alora and says, "Hey, I don't trust this one. The rest of you. Yeah. Io! What do we do? Ah! He's obviously panicking a little bit and looking for Io for guidance. Rourke?
I again look directly at Maggie and say, Maggie, I believe you are being of honor. There is no honor in stealing from people with whom you've had friendly competition.
Well,
And
I'd like to point out that I did not steal anything. Was it me? I mean, you and Kipper, we we get along okay. I'd never steal from you. Or is it me?
You're
Laura.
protecting a thief.
Laura. Command?
Yeah, I'm gonna command him, and I'm like, just give.
Wisdom saving throw again. It's DC 14, so roll a D20. And you want a 1 to 12. 13 won't do it, 12 will.
Yes!
He drops. He reaches up and the next says, Look, this is just look, we're the superior party. We're the ones who needs this. We're the ones who can untap its potential. So no, you can't have it. And he gets it and throws it at your feet.
I am gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up and say, "We're done here." And I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna start walking away.
You said, "What the hell are you doing, Irvin? What?" And you walk away. Everybody's...
Yep, roll my thing, because it's still up.
Yep. Io is glaring at Irvin. Actually, make me I'm going to say Rourke, Gaze, and Alora. You were close enough. Make me an insight check. Rourke, Alora, and Gaze. Insight checks. 16. Okay. Gaze.
Would I have still been able to read his thoughts when he said, like, I realized what this was and I wanted to, like, follow destiny or whatever he said about it?
Well, the panic and the shame is still there. You'd need to dig deeper to find out more than that. So in other words, I need to make another wisdom saving throw, right, on Irvin?
Let me see. Dig deeper. Yeah, wisdom saving throw. 14.
12. So, detect thoughts. If you probe deep in the hours, you gain insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. Okay, as Irvin is giving this speech and then throwing it at Laura's feet, as soon as he throws it, he thinks, Shit! I was gonna kick my butt for doing that. Fuck! Shit! What do I say to Maggie? What do I say to Dermot and Gasaliad? Fuck, what are they gonna think of me? That's what you get. He thinks Io's gonna kick his butt, and he's worried about what the other people will think of him. So, deduce from that what you will.
Yeah, okay. I got it.
Okay, so, Mist, I think we're up to.
Alright, gonna move laterally and hold an attack.
And you get 9 temporary HP this time.
Sweet.
And Maggie goes, Irvin, what in the actual fuck? Galsaliad says, You idiot. You pompous, arrogant little shit. And he shoves Irvin in the chest. Kind of the battle of the weaklings here. Whoa, Gasaliad rolls a 15. And Irvin rolls a 11. So, what the hell are you actually thinking, you damn fool? Pushes him. And Irvin falls backwards and gets even more entangled in this spell. Guys.
I'm going to ask if I can respectfully come a slight bit in their direction. Not, directly towards them, but a little bit over here.
Okay. Actually, Io Jabby spent the turn. She just went, didn't she? Oh no, she's still got her arrow pointed at Alora. And she's watching you
Hello.
sideways. No, she's not. She's put a bow and arrow down. Well, she still has it, but she's not actively shooting at anybody. And what do you say, Gaze? What do you say if you say anything?
I'm just like, let's have a moment here. Do you mind if I, kind of step forward a bit? I won't get all up in your face.
Be very, very careful, says Io.
Sure. I'm actually not even technically coming in your direction. I'll just, get up here a little bit. I can tell that you guys weren't involved, aside from your shaggy-looking friend over here. So, if you actually were looking to, possibly help, then maybe we can have a conversation another day. But you might just want to be careful who you keep in your company there. They might, bring your group in a bad light there.
Io glares at you. Irvin tries to get free. I give him disadvantage on this because he got pushed down and he's still thoroughly entangled in the roots. And Io Jabe looks and says, "Look, you got your damn necklace back. Why don't you just go?" Kippa?
He's not gonna cast anything at this point. He's just gonna be like, well, it's been a pleasure. Maggie, let's go for some further competition down the line. And he's just gonna start walking himself out.
Dermot? Doesn't do anything, just holds his action. Rourke?
I don't say a word. I just turn and start walking away and get to where I'm between Kippa and them.
Laura?
I'm gonna keep walking away, and as I walk away, I'll be like, just so you know, I don't blame any of you but him. And I'm just gonna use my full movement, action, all of it to just go. So basically, I'll use my movement and I'll use my action to just leave.
Okay. Is anybody hanging around?
Did any of them take damage?
Nope. The worst that was happened was Irvin, who's thoroughly entangled.
Okay.
I didn't damage them at all. I did no damage dealing spells.
That is correct.
Yeah, I will walk away.
Yeah, I would just tilt my head and back up till we got away and then turn around.
Okay.
And I will keep entangle up the full minute.
Okay, so you all turn your back and leave. Laura, with the thing you wanted back in your position. No bloodshed either. Just a few, maybe Irvin's a little bit bloodied as he's been thrashing around in this entangled spell for a while.
Well, that's himself. I didn't get it.
Yep, and you head back to the main road.
To our camp.
Yeah, which is about 500 feet to the north.
Should
And
probably
as
get out of here.
well, as I say, as you leave, you hear them start to argue. The basic gist of it is Ayu saying, "What the fuck? Why did you give it away?" And everybody else basically saying, "What the fuck?" Okay, so
Man, that was a nice spell.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, they're the whole reason that command is prepared.
You've been thinking about this.
Well, as soon as he took it and entangled didn't work, I was like, well, I need another option to have them hand it over. No.
I worked
I
well.
was about to. Was he wearing anything that was metal? Because I was going to heat metal him.
Ooh,
Just
Ooh.
start giving it up.
was he wearing? No, he's wearing leather armor.
Ah, maybe
Okay.
someday.
It is such a nasty spell.
I know, I love it.
It
You can
is.
do it on Dermot though.
Yeah.
I
Dermot
know
seems
in,
like kind of a weenie, but
I know in earlier editions of D&D, it was like if you're a lawful character or a good character or something, you weren't actually allowed to cast that spell.
Hmm.
It was considered nasty
Heat
and
metal?
evil. Yeah, heat
yeah,
metal. Yeah.
I can see. Yeah.
Because the other thing is you don't need to maintain concentration even, I don't think, on the spell.
It is concentration.
It is
You
concentration.
can choose whether or not to actually damage them with it, though. Like,
Yeah, but
Really?
if it lasts for a
Yeah,
minute,
okay.
right, it takes longer than a minute to take off plate mail armor.
Yeah. You think that unless you have cast off armor, but because there is some, but most aren't.
Yeah, and it's a bonus action as well, which makes it extra nasty.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's an interesting one to roleplay as well. Like I, as a person, Malcolm, if I saw someone doing that to somebody else, I would have issues, even if that person I did not like. So keep that in mind.
yeah.
Anyway, you return back to your camp. What do you do? You're about 500 feet away from them now.
Right. Well, you found a really good spot. So we can either stay here and just be extra vigilant, or we can move along for a little bit and find a new spot.
It's late now, or what?
Yeah, this was in the evening as you were setting up camp.
I mean, I can always put the alarm back, and I don't think all of them will try to. Well, probably not try to all steal. It seems to have only been. What's the name of the goblin, Irvin?
Irvin and all.
Yeah.
And
But I don't know about I only know about Irvin. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. I'm just happy to have it back.
It seems like if we're going to protect it, we should put as much distance between us and them as we can.
It's maybe just another hour of travel before we settle down.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
Okay, so you're going to travel for another hour? I assume due south?
We should.
Yes. And everybody will still have the 300-foot dark vision. It lasts for an hour.
We should kind of cover our tracks if we're gonna make distance from them. It'll be kind of bad for us if they just follow us.
Yeah, let's
Well-
do that.
It's the road, so I guess mostly just cover our tracks when we go to camp after we. I don't think they're gonna. I mean, it's the road.
Sure.
If you call this a road.
Is it a dirt road?
It's definitely a road, no, no question about that.
Yep.
I think they know what direction we're heading in.
Yep.
Well, let's just not camp right next to the road. Should be fine.
Yes, that's. I just mean cover our tracks when we set up camp. I don't think we need to cover them on the road. There's lots of tracks.
Could we make decoy tracks going off the road somewhere and then backtrack to the road and walk farther down the road?
Yeah. I mean,
it's a lot, and it's late.
there's many tracks, but you know, kobold, bugbear. I was gonna say a Khajiit. I'm sorry. A tabaxi and an Aarakocra. I mean, they in a group. They kind of, you know.
But it's like hardened, packed ground, right? It's not like mud, like stuff that leaves easy traces.
No, it's very
That's
dry.
up to-
It's
Okay,
very dry.
that's good.
I think just trying to like cover our tracks going to the camp will be okay.
Okay.
I think so too.
Okay. So, clarify exactly what you're doing. You head south for an hour, and you're
Yes.
just walking.
We'll cover
along.
our tracks when we go off the trail to camp, but
Okay.
going on
So-
the trail.
Sure. So you head an hour, getting some distance between you and the Io and friends. Then you look around for a place to camp. I need another survival check, please. You may do it at advantage, whoever's doing it.
You want to do it again, Gaze?
Oh, I'll give it another shot.
Okay, once again, despite this barren wasteland, and despite trying to do this in the dark, Gage, you do it quite successfully. You find another place where these rocks have soaked up the sun, and you can camp down there. You still need to wrap up warmly as the coldness of the desert comes in, but the rocks provide you with enough heat that you will successfully get a long rest with no types of disadvantage. And once again, we'll do the same watch order as before. Alarm goes up. Locate object comes up. Alora, and you know exactly where it is.
It's ear piercing.
The bing, 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 bing. And,
I don't need to do it anymore. I have it.
and Goodberry is cast. Of course, you can attune to it, Alora. I assume you remember, Carly, what exactly it does.
Yes. Do we have a thing for me to add to my inventory, or should I just modify and make a note for it?
I'm going to make a note of this to myself. And before next session, you should have something in D&D Beyond that will show you exactly what it does, without giving away. Because just the one in D&D Beyond just gives away far too much information.
Yes, I understand. I remember it's a +1 AC. I can do give some light off with it, and I get 3 charges of invisibility per day. So.
Okay, so I'll get that set up for you before the next session. Okay, but your long rest is done, so if you guys want to have a conversation, feel free to do. Otherwise, we can press on.
That was a very productive practice. I think we could.
I don't think we need to go as fast anymore if we don't want to, unless we want to put more distance between them if we think they're going to try something.
I think if anybody's going to try it, it's going to be the stupid one.
You mean the one that stole it?
You're in Ohio. Who's...
Well, I mean, in her 1% defense, she did have an opportunity to steal it from me while we were unconscious, and she didn't. I was kind of reading into it. He was panicking. He legitimately worried they were going to kill him. They didn't seem to know what he was doing. But I'd be careful around I don't trust her or him.
He thought his friends were gonna kill him?
Well, not kill him, but he might have gotten an ass kicked.
You better have.
Yeah, I guess apparently he didn't mind their backs as far as I can tell. So
Well.
that's worth.
As I told them, I only put the blame on him right now. So just normal speed then?
Yeah, we could just take an average.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, morning comes. Good berries, I imagine, are distributed. I actually distributed the night before. And you continue on to the south. One thing you could do, Rourke, if you can't hear Gaze, you could turn up the user value on him. And actually, I'm in a little outside office here, and it's getting into the summer months where it's going to get swelteringly hot. I have my air conditioning on. Is it at all noticeable for you guys?
No, not really.
Excellent. That makes me happy. I can remain cool and not have to blast everybody with with the sound. Okay.
So am
All
I
right,
the
so-
only one that can't really hear gaze?
Okay, say
Yeah, I mean, I
something.
hear him fine.
I have them at 173%, but I hear them fine.
I have him at 200%. Can barely hear him. I hear everybody else
Okay.
perfectly clear.
I did get. I got
If you do change it, please warn us because I wouldn't want.
well, I turned it up 10%.
Okay.
It was at 90. Me. That's like pretty much as far as I'm.
Actually, I had you at 90. You sound pretty fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good now, I think. Well, it's good for me anyway. I did turn up
Oh yeah.
user
If
volume
I
for gaze.
have sound problems, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, so it's coming out okay for me, but if it's still a little bit quiet, then, right-click on Gaze in Discord and change his user volume just to pump him up a bit. Okay, so regardless, you start heading south once again. Let's choose Mist. Roll me a d8, please. 6. Actually, interesting. Let me just double check this. You head south pretty much for the remainder of the day, and towards the end of the evening you see another camp up ahead. It's at the side of the road. It's not your buddies for sure, but what you see is 6 Aurora Watch soldiers there. They're all dressed in the garb of the Aurora Watch, so they're very obvious who they are. And, they're from the Kryn dynasty, and you suspect they're here to patrol it. And you're not sure which direction they were heading. Like, did you catch up with them and they go in the opposite? You don't know. But you see 6 of them around a campfire. They've lit a campfire, and they look to be cooking something on the campfire. What do you do?
Are they like right along the road?
Just about 10 feet or so off the side of the road, not very far.
So they're not like actively trying to hide.
Nope, not at all. Especially with a campfire going.
Yeah, I'll probably just I would just keep our normal pace, and then when we come up on them, just be like, "Good travels."
Good evening. Look, I can tell you're not demonic spawn. And quite frankly, anybody at this point in my life who isn't demonic spawn, I'll consider at least friendly, shall we say. How's your travels been? What have you seen? Where are you coming from? Where are you going?
I think we've seen some demonic spawn actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, do tell.
It was
2
like
days
a puddle of something.
War, an Udak, and a rock. Although we killed the rock, so.
Bunch of ooze.
What, and the Udak got away?
Oh, we didn't even fight it. It was in a dormant state, so we just skirted around it.
Interesting. Tell you what, come have some stew. We just melted down some bone marrow, made a bit of a broth, had some vegetables. Come on, have a seat. Have some food.
Rourke pulls out the
Thanks.
2 kipper fish he has and says, "How's this for your stew?"
What state are the kipper fish in?
Yeah. How long ago did you have those?
They're like 4 days old.
I don't eat a lot of 4-day fish myself.
Smell.
They're starting to smell good.
Actually, yeah, throw them in. Throw them in, friend. They're a little bit stanky, but yeah, add some flavour to the stew. Throw them in. Okay, sploosh. And he says, so tell me more about this demon you fought. And he nods to one of who you assume is subservient, and he starts finding some bowls. And he presents you all with a bowl of now slightly fishy stew. Does anyone refuse one? Does anybody not drink one?
I'm diving in.
Thank you.
So,
I'll eat at it
Oh.
carefully.
Okay.
yeah.
Kipper, what
Yeah,
were
it
you
was a
doing?
big flying vulture demon type thing, and a little mosquito bastards or something.
Don't know what the mosquito bastards words, maybe sturges, but I think what you found there was a rock. And you took down the rock? Is that what you're telling me?
We didn't really have much other choice.
Yeah.
It was him or us.
Alora, make me a persuasion check at advantage. Oh, yeah, you took down a Vrock, a creature of evil with loud screeching and nasty spawns. Yeah, okay.
And all the
Yeah,
insects
I definitely
that come out
inhaled
of it.
those spores a lot.
They
And
didn't
you're,
taste good.
and you're still standing, I see. Oh, all right, well,
I have healing.
yeah, I'm sure you do, miss, but
I
Vrock...
mean, I almost died personally, but you know.
Yep, sure. You almost died and you took down a Vrock, and yeah, sure. Anyway,
Then everybody.
If you don't believe
cheered.
us, the bones in the Udak are 2 days ago.
Don't forget the Uzi Udak.
Yeah, when they die, they turn into them or something. I don't know what's going on with that, but it seems weird.
yeah, sure. Okay. Anyway, have some. He's not believing you. Anyway, have some. Have some stew.
I'm not picking up at all that he's not believing us.
Okay. Does anybody not drink the stew?
Kippa will pretend to, but he'll probably just eat the good berry from Gaze.
Make a sleight of hand check then for me, please, Kipper.
Oh no, oh no. I think that I deserve this. Doesn't work.
It's my medicine.
Let me check. Need to check the passive perception. Oops. On these guys.
Oh, interesting.
Passive perception. 12. You look like you're drinking the stew. You don't drink the stew. And, you gobble down a good berry. Everybody, apart from Kipper, please roll me a d10.
Rourke actually throws back his bowl and then asks for another.
Sure.
This is good.
So you throw back
Except
another
for
one.
the fish.
So Mist and Rourke, you can gain 2 temporary hit points. Alora 5 and Gaze 7.
Nice.
Yeah. So yep, temporary hit
delicious.
points. 24
A little
hours.
fishy, but not too bad.
And Townley, you must have come from Jigo. I assume you're on your way to Asarius.
Why would we be on our way to Osiris?
Oh, I hope to the 9 hours you're not going to Bazazan.
Why not?
Why
Yes.
would that be bad?
'Cause it's an absolute shithole. You do know there's a gate right there that's a little weak, shall we say, and demonic spawn have been erupting from it. And we've just come from there, man. It's messed up. Almost every second day we're coming across some type of disgusting creature that's doing its best to kill us.
No.
So I assume you're coming there out of absolute ignorance. But fuck, going to Bazozan? Let me tell you, just the other night, this creature came out. It was, it's about human sized, but it had many mouths. It was just disgusting. 4, 5, 6 mouths, sometimes even mouths within mouths. It had eyes in random positions. And it would spit from these mouths. You didn't know which way it was coming. One of my mates lost an eye. And if you want to go there, you're an absolute idiot. And he gives you a rather thorough description of what this creature looks like. And that's the impression you get in the head of what he's describing.
think
Oh.
I threw that up after the eating competition. Did you?
Yeah, it looks familiar.
Right. Well, we're on a bit of a expedition researching the calamity, and Bazazan's the place to go.
Wow, what exactly are you researching, miss?
Oh, well, we're just trying to find some information about objects and things that were created during the calamity.
What objects would that be, miss?
Well, vestiges, of course.
Vestiges?
Yes,
You're shitting me.
we wish to research and learn more about them, and Bazazan's the best place in Jorhas for that.
Make me a deception check, but at advantage, Laura. Because that's not entirely true.
Should I check on these guys?
Well, yep, let's do the deception check first.
Let me get my
Okay.
D4.
If you're doing D4 for guidance, you don't get guidance.
I don't?
Then what are you going to do? As you're starting to tell your description, you're going to cast a spell on yourself, and then you're going to reply to
Of
him?
course!
Oh,
Okay, fine. It's just a 16 then.
Yeah, it's just something, it's just not... I mean, you can do that if you like, but you're going to be casting a spell amongst these people who you think are just at least a little bit suspicious of you. So you can cast it, but you'll be casting a spell in their presence.
It's fine.
Okay, so it's a no, so it's 16. And who was inciting? Whoever's inciting, roll an
I
insight check.
would like to. Awesome. Seems legit.
So what you get with a 12 is they're all shifting slightly uncomfortable as Alora has mentioned the vestige of divergence. They know just how powerful these can be, how wars were sometimes fought over a particular vestige of divergence. But then as Alora starts talking and saying that she's just interested in research, they kind of relax down a little bit. The tension almost leaves the room. And they go back and kind of... They were sidelong looking at Alora as she mentions divergence, vestiges of divergence. Then they go back to eating their stew and they relax. And the captain says, "Oh, all right, love, well, let me just say it's your funeral. I mean, you could go to other places, right? I know over in, not suggesting this, but there are many great libraries over in the Dwendalian Empire. Maybe getting nice with the Cobalt Soul people. That would help you out. You're in the wrong place, miss."
It's certainly on the list, but the presence, as you mentioned, also of this gate, the presence of the calamity is still felt there. So we think we might be able to learn maybe something you can't find in a library.
Unless we'd have to be around all those Dwendalians.
Yeah, well, we're at war, but anyway, if I was that desperate to find out about a vestige of divergence, I'd find a way to get, somebody like Rixentrim. But, your funeral, miss?
So you keep saying.
I do. I mean, you saw what I described to you, right?
Yeah.
Mouths and tentacles, and as I said, my mate lost his eye from one of them before he managed to take it down. Took down 2 other men. And you look like you know your way around swords, and tell some of you are a bit sneaky. I think this thing alone would give you a run for the money, and that's going to be the least of your problems there.
We
Well-
appreciate the warning.
Yes.
Well, sure.
And the stew. This is delicious.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? I tell you what, it's the bone marrow that gives it the creaminess.
I like a nice marrow.
Maybe a little more salt.
Who said that?
I
You
did.
said what?
Maybe a little more salt.
Well, salt's hard to come by, friend, but sure.
Well, thanks for the meal. Think it's time for us to maybe move along and settle in at our own camp. We wouldn't want to put you out.
All right. Well, you can stay here for the night. That's no problem. You know, strength
Sure.
in numbers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, have a good night's sleep. You can keep watch if you like, but I got men to do that. So, your choice.
Well, I mean, I don't mind bunking with you guys tonight. I think I'll still stand my watch, though.
Yeah, I'll still do the watch as well. But yeah,
Same.
I'm cool with staying.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens during the night. You successfully get a long rest in. We say good berry is cast again. Maybe alarmed just because why not? But
Yeah.
things go well during the day. The Aurora Watch people, they bid you farewell and they head off north.
All right.
Now, as we're almost up to time, I'm going to say that the next day goes without issue and you arrive yourself at the intersection of one way to Asarius, one way to Bazazan, and you have made your way to the Emerald Loop caravan stop, which is right here. Oh, actually, you probably guys can't see anything. I don't know why they have
My
dynamic
eyes.
lighting
My
on
eyes.
this map, but I'll...
It's
take the
beautiful.
Bam! That's probably a bit better.
Oh, nice.
So what you notice, this is a horizon back... Well, I'll describe it in more detail next week. But you notice up to the north, there's some tents set up there. And you notice several people around the tent.
Oh, these guys again.
Yeah. But you'll be wandering
They passed us.
That they did. They did. Keep in mind, you're only 500 feet. You're actually to the north of them, right? When you went back to camp. And then you went in. Anyway, somehow they've gotten in front of you. But this
They probably
is...
they
I was
probably
like, they
went-
passed us? We didn't see them pass us?
Well, yeah, we technically went back the way we came after we got the.
Yeah, but then we
Wait,
traveled for an hour.
They probably
south.
got out of there immediately.
Maybe.
Regardless, there they are. And we'll pick up on this Emerald Loop caravan stop next week. Okay, thanks guys. That was fun as always. I'm glad you got your thing back, Laura. That eight, by the way, rolled is with the random encounter table as the come across the rivals thing. So
Ah!
well done. Okay, see you next week, guys.
All right, see you guys.
Okay,
See
take
ya.
care. Bye bye.